Time now for Sid Sixero. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about anything I want. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning in English. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been invited to take part in next month's home run derby in Denver. Not a shock. He went into action last night, leading the majors in home runs. He's the leading vote getter among fans. He's the most talked about player in the game, and he is thinking about the derby. Said Vladdy this week, quote, "I won't lie, I'm more yes than no, but I haven't decided," end quote. Now, remember what happened the last time he was in a home run derby? Summer of 2019 in Cleveland. He hit a whopping 91 home runs that night and was the toast of the town. For baseball and his own personal brand, another light show like what happened in Cleveland would be good for all involved. My only concern is that historically power hitters who come out of that derby more often than not struggle in the second half of the season. And I don't know if you heard, Vladdy's having an MVP year. Now, it also must be said, he did not struggle in the second half of 2019, but I'm paranoid, super paranoid, and I hope he doesn't compete. But if he does, whatever, it'll be fun. Davidi of Sportsnet joins us. Shai, I wanted to dive into the home run derby thing, but something happened last night I kind of want to talk to you about as well. Jays lost their third in a row against New York, and it's been some heartbreaking losses here. There was a visual of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just sitting in the dugout after the game in Buffalo, staring off into the distance, and no one who tried to console him at all had any success whatsoever. Shai, what did you make of this visual?
Well, I think there was a bit of frustration over the play in the ninth inning where he got cut up on the Santiago Espinal comebacker that went to Aroldis Chapman, and he ended up getting thrown out at third base. And, you know, you could see that he was mad at himself right afterwards, right after that play. And, you know, even as the ninth inning progressed before the final result, he was feeling it. And look, we've seen that look on his face a couple times too. There was one of the walk-off losses in Boston where he just sat in the dugout and stared out at the Red Sox celebrating, and, you know, had a similar sort of visual. And he said, you know, he doesn't care about his own personal performance, but as long as the team wins, he's happy. And when the team loses, he's mad. And, you know, the Jays have taken a lot of tough losses lately. And he and several others have good reason to be mad. And I think it's a sign or an indication of just how much he cares.
Shai, we don't have a ton of time because Dina Pugliese was cheering for Italy. But before we go, look, I mean, there's a lot of reason for frustration around the Jays right now. I know last night wasn't the greatest example, but the offense has been wearing people out, and the bullpen cannot get anybody out. If you're Ross Atkins in the front office right now, the heat is on to make a move to get an arm in there. Do you think it's going to happen?
I mean, it's going to happen at some point. I think instantly in the next week or two, it's tough. You know, this isn't a period of time where trades typically happen. There's not a lot of motivation on the part of sellers right now. A lot of teams are distracted with the draft and sort of figuring out their own issues there. That's happening next month. It's not an easy period to make the type of deal that the Blue Jays need to make. So I do think at some point they're going to address the bullpen, but, you know, for the time being, their best chance at improvement is getting some internal gains, and, you know, the guys that they have stepping up into better role and doing a better job.
Yeah, fans don't want to hear that, but Shai, as usual, you're probably right. He's one of the best baseball writers in North America. He is Shai Davidi from Sportsnet. Shai, have a great day. Thanks for this.
Take care.
He's good. Check him out online. If you're not doing it, you're not doing baseball right. Coming up after the break, you sound off. Patrick Brown, the mayor of Brampton, and some other people, they wouldn't mind seeing personal care moved up ahead of the July 2nd start to stage 2 in this province. Should we enter step 2 earlier or parts of it? Let us know. 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. Twitter 24/7 at Breakfast TV. Let us know. Toronto at 6:45. Good morning. You're watching BT.